and your child better manage stress and anxiety. Try a technique called body scan. It teaches that just because the body feels or thinks something doesn't mean it's always true. Feelings pass and thoughts lie. The goal is to slow down, breathe, feel the moment, and practice being aware of your body, its feelings, and why you're experiencing them. With practice, you'll become more in tune with what your body is telling you.
For questions or more resources, text 258-1029.
The material discussed in this program is for information purposes only. It is not intended to be used as a recommendation for investing or as legal advice. Each person has his or her specific situation, circumstance, and objective, and should consult their own personal advisor or counsel.
Thursday morning here on KSJE, and it's time to check in on the economy with Jason Calcote from Citizens Trust and Investment Corporation. Jason, good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here, and there's a lot going on this week.
There's a lot going on. We're right in the middle of trade war 2019 right now.
All right.
We've got China and Mexico in the mix. We've reached some agreements with Mexico on some of our outstanding issues. China's kind of dealing with their own thing right now. We'll get to that. But we've actually brought Germany in the mix.
Germany. What do they do?
They're supporting this pipeline that's coming from Russia to carry liquid natural gas to the rest of Europe.
All right.
And we don't really like that. Trump has been critical of this from the get-go, and really critical of Angela Merkel, the German president right now.
Right.
So we're looking to block the project, really. And, it may have...
How could we do that?
Well, we could put some sanctions on there. Russia's basically calling it blackmail.
Oh, okay.
But the underlying reasons behind this is really that we would like to sell Germany liquid natural gas.
Sure.
Okay.
So we certainly have enough of it.
Yeah. So to have this pipeline coming from Russia that really streamlines that sale would really push us out of that market.
Got it.
So kind of something to watch there. And really, this is just a long line of...
And these are more threats of tariffs, I guess, is what we're talking about against Germany
and other sanctions. Yeah,
okay. We get a lot of things from Germany, like
we do.
Volkswagens and Mercedes-Benzes.
That's right.
Just to name a few, and cuckoo clocks. So other than that, I don't know.
No, that's true. That's true. And then again, there really is more of an economic reasoning behind this, is what it seems like.
Okay.
So we'll watch this carefully. This is kind of a long line of things that have happened over the past couple of years that have really soured our relationship with Germany a little bit.
Right.
So yeah, we'll need to watch the news on this one. Trump's been really on Germany about their pipeline project, their trade policies, some of their defense spending that they're doing. Germany's been really critical of our administration for really abandoning some of the international agreements, like the climate change.
Right. Some of those things, sure. And the Iran nuclear deal, I imagine they don't like. So some of those things I understand. Okay.
So critical on both fronts. So we'll see where that goes.
Okay.
And then as far as China goes, they're really dealing with their own thing right now. They've got these protests in Hong Kong.
Right. This extradition law that they're concerned about. Folks in Hong Kong are concerned about it. So.
Right. And I mean, it makes sense from both sides. You've got one side that's supporting this extradition law that's saying we don't want Hong Kong to be a refuge for fugitives.
Right.
So for mainland China to be able to call those people back would be beneficial. Now the flip side of that is it really...
Right. The courts in China are a little bit different than the courts in Hong Kong.
A little bit different, yeah.
And that's what the Hong Kong folks are concerned about, I guess. So.
Exactly. Well, and it would really just kind of... Beijing would have more of a stranglehold on Hong Kong.
Right.
So that would affect their free trade, too, with the U.S. and other nations if they get dragged into this disagreement that we're having with China right now.
Interesting.